All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shemi Awashai, by Shema Kakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim out there pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I just want to do this lesson on this article. It's been going in circulation. You know, a few brothers have seen this situation in regards to Jake, man. Man serving 400-year prison sentence, exonerated after new probe found wrongful conviction, you know. And I've seen throughout the course of years, you know, dozens, you know, I don't want to say scores, but it has been scores of situation to take place where Jake get wrongfully convicted. You know, they'll throw the book at him, judge with his vehement anger, you know, and lack of examination skills, and you know, these different examiners, they'll you know, miss out on all kind of potent information. But you know, they'll see Jake by the color of their skin and they'll think that, all right, this guy's a general threat. He looks like he fits the description. You know, every you know, to them, every nigga fits the description. You know, he's up to something, you know. So they're like, all right, if we got him, you know, regardless, he looks like, you know, he matches the imagery, you know. Like I said, without actually doing their due diligence, next thing you know, Jake is, you know, got to serve damn near 10 lifetimes behind the bars, man. You know, and when you go, depending on these different, you know, correctional facilities, you know, all of them are demonic, man, but you lose your soul in there, man. You know, a lot of these Jakes that go to prison and come out, they can't really cope and, you know, adjust to the societal norm. You know, they've been heavily incarcerated, thrown in maximum security, you know, facilities, you know, being slid a plate like a dog, traumatized, you know, beaten, you know, and, you know, there's so many different demonic rituals that that take place, woken up at erratic times of the day, eating, like I said, and you're around animals, you know, that actually have done evil and got sentenced. And this man is actually innocent, you know. But that shows you the motive of this system, you know. Jake always wants to give the system another try. But how many Jakes are still currently locked up in these, you know, quote unquote correctional facilities? Because they ain't correcting a damn thing. But these correctional facilities, you know, wrongfully. But let me read a little bit. A man who has served more than 34 years of a 400-year prison sentence has been released after the state of Florida reinvestigated the case and determined he did not commit armed robbery. So why would they give a man 400 years for armed robbery? You know, that's the first question. 400 years, whenever you lock somebody up, you know, as it is written in the law, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So say, for instance, he did an armed robbery and stole something as far as the worth of $20,000, you know, then he should be able to undergo, you know, something to restore that $20,000 unto the individual if it wasn't possibly, you know, sold or things of that nature. You know, that's justice. All right, that balances it out. It's $5. You have petty theft. Now, if you have grand theft, where it's, you know, the numbers are higher, you know, more high scale, upscale robberies, and then the numbers that you get sentenced go accordingly. But they gave this man 400 years, which doesn't even give you the possibility to even restore goods for a robbery, armed robbery at that. I don't see any type of murder. He didn't actually take somebody's life, you know, but they give this man the maximum sentencing. According to Brown, more than the maximum sentences. According to Broward County State Attorney Harold F. Pryor, a thorough reinvestigation of the 1988 armed robbery case that led to Holmes' conviction raised reasonable doubts about his guilt. And then, you know, with these cases, they'll try to throw $1 million in the family, you know, and try to act like that's balances it or even it out 2.5 million, 4.4. You know, that doesn't cut it, man. You know, 34 years of this man's life has been tarnished, and like I said, he's been looked at like an animal. And I'm pretty sure, even though he's out, he's lost mentally. You know, you lose a lot of. There's been a quantum leap from 30 years. All right, 2023. You know, you had 2013, 2003, 1993. You know, it is so pretty much the 80s. You know. Here it is. Yeah, convicted in 1984. You know. But like I said, this is the system that we're in. That's why through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shah, you know, we're here to lift the skirt as it is written in Isaiah the 47th chapter. And these charges fall upon Esau for his lack of examination, you know, and just wicked, immoral nature, man. You know. They always want to paint us like we're just the biggest criminals. You know, they put this image on the black, Latino, and Latino and Native American man, like we're just, you know, pure demons, all of us. You know, now you got a lot of jakes that do a lot of wickedness, you know, but let me see. But for the most part, I don't even want to say for the most part, but it is a lot of jakes that don't, you know, indulge in such things, you know. Robberies and murder. Jake, you know, it's a good cusp of jakes that just, you know, they're just pretty much Americanized. They try to stay out the way, you know. But that's why the scriptures speak about never trusting your enemy. Now, I'm not saying that this man, you know, trusted his enemy, but it just shows you that the so-called white man and through his system, they don't have nothing good for Jake. I was talking to actually a relative of mine, and he was talking about how he left the military. And he spoke about how racist it is, how they treat you like a low being. You know, they treat you less than. So whatever pocket, you know, you might on face value think is good for you and it's a good option, and you're doing you're paying your just wages as an American citizen, not knowing when you go inside these different corporations and these, you know, these pockets of the world, you know, it's demonic as all hell, man. Matter of fact, this is Habakkuk 1:4. I'm not going to make it too long. I did want to just speak on a little bit, you know, but it says, Habakkuk 1:4, therefore the law is slack and judgment doth never go forth. It don't never go forth right, you know. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Yeah, wrong judgment is constantly proceeding out of this system, man. You know, this system is jacked up, you know. You know, it's rigged to keep us low. It's already shows how to, if you want to go into the mortgage or the real estate market, if you want to go into these the automobile industry, all these parts of them. And I study the market. We all study the markets. You know, we look at these things. The scriptures speak about how a prudent man looketh well to his going. You know, sometimes brothers like, what the hell he doing in the room or in the house? You know, when everybody's partying and you know, having a jolly old time, you know, brothers is at home doing our homework, man, working in the laboratory, you know, looking up these numbers, looking up, you know, watching as it is written, to watch as well as pray. But it says that therefore wrong judgment proceedeth, you know. So it's all kind of wrong shit that's going on here. And guess what? This white man has to pay the price, you know. And this is one example of literally millions, you know, to show the ill will of this system, you know. And that's why it tells you in Micah 2:10, which I could get also, to mentally get yourself out of the ways of this place. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. Right, so it says mentally get up out of here, man. You know, this isn't a place where we could chill and relax, sip mai tais and, you know, mimosas and kick shit. You know, get your head up out of here. Wake up, Jake. You know, because this place doesn't have your best interests at heart. You might have your best interests at heart, but this place doesn't have your best interests at heart. You know, and our best interest is the kingdom of heaven. The scripture says we look for a new kingdom and a new heaven, you know, wherein dwelleth righteousness, because we see this place isn't right. You know, so I just wanted to make it short and sweet. Hopefully, brothers and a few sisters will edify them and end by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah by Shema Kakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom Makim.